what's up? Ozzy here. And before we jump into the video, I just wanted to take a moment and talk about my latest pack I recently dropped. Whether you're just getting into design or you're already experienced, this pack is stacked with anime inspired brushes and textures that are perfect for giving your projects that extra edge. These tools aren't just basic add-ons, they're designed to help you refine your style and speed up your workflow and get those clean, detailed effects that make your work stand out. If you're serious about improving as a designer, this pack is exactly what you need. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so today I'm going to be rating your headers. If you want a chance to be featured in my next videos, make sure you join my Discord community down in the link below. Alright, so for the first header we got from Sarah. Alright, so we got a transformer header. I really like this header, it's really clean. I don't really see too much that I would change with it. I mean, you filled in the background really nice and everything fits really well, especially the text. This is really clean. And I think it fits well with like the transformer theme you got going on. Other than that, yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't change this too much. I think maybe, yeah, no, I like everything about this. I think you did a really good job. Maybe just add some shadows like here, but I don't think it'd really make too much of a difference. Other than that, it's really clean. Nice job. Next header we got is from Yuri. This is a really clean text, bro. I know Knight ended up making this text for you, but you don't really design too often. I know you're improving a lot. Of course, the theme is crazy, but I know you had to make it for somebody, so nice job, bro. All right, so for the next header we have is from, I wish I could just translate this. Yeah, so what I would change about this is your text is looking really like low quality. I feel like you made this on mobile, and just not like, no offense to any mobile designers, I know you can do a lot better, but it just looks like it was made for mobile. Not bad. And there's so many things you could do different. You could maybe work on your text a bit more, the layout of your design, and by layout I mean like maybe use your renders differently. I don't think you needed it this scaled up. Yeah, it's not an amazing design, but I can tell you're at least trying and you're putting your work into it. So just keep on watching videos and discovering yourself as a designer. And yeah, next person we have is Palette. These designs, the only thing I would see that, because thing is I wouldn't really make this type of design. Like I would do this style, but like do it differently. The one thing I would say is a lot of your fonts you choose are very plain. So I would think maybe work on your text a bit more. But yeah, out of all these, I feel like, let me just look at all of them real quick. Yeah, I can see you're progressing with each design you make. So what I would do is just keep on making designs, change your text style a little bit. It's really, really plain. Make sure everything's not just so scattered around and not make really sense. I don't know why you have this. I don't know if this is a logo or you just went with like a certain type of shape for it. But yeah, change your text, make everything look like it makes sense. And yeah, next person we got is XTSY. Again, this isn't really my style either. This style has been a thing for a long time, and it's not horrible, but I'm not a favorite of it. It's this dark type of style. It's been a thing since like 2017, 2018, if not longer. And I feel like if you make this style, there's nothing wrong with it. If it's helping you learn effects and everything like that, go ahead and keep doing it. But eventually if you want to grow as a designer, don't do this all the time, because you'll never branch off and you'll never learn. So I'd recommend just learning some manipulation, lots of other things, and eventually over time you'll notice that you're improving a lot more than just sticking to this one style. So make sure y'all change that up if you're doing stuff like this. But if you want to try it out, go ahead. I'm all for it. I'm not gonna hate on your designs, but yeah, just branch off eventually. Same thing. You can see how it has the same type of textile. I'm sure you watched a lot of Yuzo's tutorials, and a lot of people use his stuff, but I just started saying, like, it's just so much going on that I just don't really like it. It's not bad. Just over time, if you want to grow as a designer, same thing like I said earlier, just change up over time. Good job though, bro. We got Fran. Fran, not bad designs. I can tell you're improving like over time, but yeah, as long as you keep on working on stuff, you're gonna improve over time as a designer. And I think this is really cool. Like, I'm pretty sure you drew this. Yeah, just keep on making designs and keep on working at it, and over time you'll notice yourself improve. Next person we have is Setro. This is really cool render. I like this render. I think you could have went about this a lot differently, like with the depth, especially with like everything looking flat. If you would have maybe went with more of like a scenery, this would have been sick. I would have liked this a lot. I like this render. Change up your text, your textile, something that matches the kind of dark aesthetic of him. This is sick though. Yeah, just change your depth, go about it a little bit more differently. Even if it is like almost like flat 2D, it's not bad. It just, stuff doesn't really make sense. You have like this guy over here that has, it's like very dark, and you have like flowers over here, which isn't bad. You could use flowers if you want. Just make it match, if you get what I mean. Yeah, nice design, bro. And on to the next one we have is from Arzak, I believe. Arzak. Another dark style theme. Not bad. Yeah, you use the textures not horribly. It gets tiring. I'm not gonna lie, seeing like the same thing. It's very repetitive, I would say, just seeing the same thing over and over again. Not that I get too bored of it, but I mean, I've been designing for a while, not for too long, but enough to know that this style's been around for a very long time. And yeah, it's not fun to look at anymore, but I know y'all do it just to improve as designers, and I like it. So keep up the great work, guys. What I would change about this is change over time as a designer, basically. Position your fonts differently, or your renders, I mean. Maybe move it over here to the left a bit more, and center your text, because I feel like this text would have made more sense right here, and just had this moved over. So yeah, just keep on learning, and that's like the best thing I can give you right now. The next person we have is R3DX with these. Yeah, I would work on your glows. I'm not gonna lie. Your highlights and shadows need some work. I have some tutorials on it, on how to work on your highlights and shadows. Yeah, make sure your headers are also in 3000 by 1000 as well, and not 15,000 by 1000. It's just a better resolution overall. Yeah, dude, it's like, maybe don't do this. Yeah, not a bad design. Just, you can tell the difference from people that are learning and just starting out and are getting better over time. So just keep on making designs and you'll improve over time, and work on your highlights and shadows. All right, so for the next design, we have Esbire Vamp C with this Ghost Rider and Blade design. I really like this. It's not my favorite, but I kind of do. It's very unique in a way, is what I'll say. And yeah, there's nothing I really can say too much that I would change, just because it's not really my style. But I would definitely work on some stuff. Maybe your highlights and shadows, I feel like, is a bit much. But yeah, I mean, I could tell you're going for something unique to yourself. Maybe make some other type of designs every now and then. But no, it's cool. I mean, I can tell you're going for some kind of like cool style of rapper design, but it's not really my style too much. But yeah, just keep up the great work, and I can tell you're gonna improve a lot as a designer over time. Good job. For the next person we have is Mix White. Let me just look at everything real quick. Mix White, what I would change for your designs is maybe just, so right here, for instance, you have your renders positioned really well and your text is almost centered. You'd have to have it a little bit more over. Yeah, out of all your designs you made, I would say this one is one of your better ones. Make it in 3000 by 1000 as well. Just a better resolution overall. And yeah, if you go with this style more and you learn more tutorials and learn about effects more and how to use things, this will take you a long way. And then if you want to branch off and do another style of design, you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's really the only advice I can give you right now since you're learning. Don't do too much of your blur like this as well. It's not really good for your design. As you can tell, it's like way too much. Yeah, just keep on learning and great job. For the next person we have 7NQXY with another dark style type of theme. The same thing as like a Yuzo with the glass and the textures, but your text is center, which is good. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's not much I can say whenever I see these. All I would say, oh, this is kind of cool. I like this type of theme. But yeah, there's not too much I can really say, like, because a lot of them are similar and I don't want to sound annoying at this point, kind of saying the same thing. But yeah, if you're gonna do something like this, I would recommend putting this here in the center and then having the renders in another way. And this would have been so cool if you had like this glitch effects going around. And yeah, I would recommend though, if as you grow as a designer and you know the changes you should make, you should, if you make something similar to this, that'd be sick. I like this. This is kind of, this is dope. Yeah, all your designs are very similar. Just branch off, make some similar stuff, or just learn some new things so you can improve as a designer. And if you still want to make this style, then go crazy with it and make it even better. Good job. And for the next person we have Prev, I would recommend watching a lot more videos. I think I sent you a tutorial on my playlist already, but yeah, what I would do differently is you want to put this text centered, have this render over a little more. Your project file size is 3000 by 1000, and make sure the quality of your stuff you're using isn't so low, as you can see. Yeah, just don't rush your designs as well. I remember telling you not to rush it and take your time on it. Make sure everything you put in your design makes sense, because this random chain here doesn't really make too much sense. I could tell you use it just to give the text some depth to it, but it really doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, it doesn't even fit as well for the character. I know like the whole anime is based off like magic, so next time just go based off the anime. And good job, man. Just keep on learning. It's a good thing that you're working hard to learn and you're finding enjoyment in it, and great design. All right, so for the next person we have Rakira. I like your style. I can tell you get the style down. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You definitely can improve. There is some room for improvement. So over time, as you're learning, this is like the type of style that you kind of get to as you're improving. And I can tell you're improving each time. Maybe don't use as many renders as you use here. And also kind of distance yourself from using the same type of color theme. This is a common occurrence I've noticed in your designs, is using this burnt type of style, which isn't bad. I think this one, it kind of works okay, but Yeah, this burnt type of CC you got going on, I would change. This one's really cool. I like this. I like how you made the shapes. Really good job on your shapes. Work on your text a bit more. Move this over so the character is more visible. That would have been nice, especially it would have been very clean for this type of design. Work on your textures a bit more. Don't just place things around to kind of make it look like you're doing something, if you get what I mean. Yeah, this is cool though. I really like this clean type of style you got going on. Good job. And I can't wait to see what you make as you improve. And yeah, for the next person we have Angel. Angel, we talked about it. I know you got this text style from another designer, but you're using it as a way to learn. So it's good. You're trying to learn from other people, but you're eventually going to branch off into your own style. And yeah, very unique design. I love the colors you got going on. Yeah, nice designs. You see this one? It's very clean. This would have looked better centered. Yeah, you got some pretty unique designs going on. Great job. All right, so for the next designer, we got Miv. Miv, I already know you're a really good designer, bro. This is the type of style of design that everyone needs to get to over time as y'all learn. For me though, Miv, I would say for me, just personally, I know the text centered here would look awkward, but I'm more of like a text centered type of guy, I guess you could say, a designer. But yeah, dude, I love your work. Your work is really, really clean. And as y'all improve as designers, guys, this is probably where y'all gonna end up being. If not, y'all will have your own style, which will be a lot better. Don't just take Miv's style. He's a really good designer, and yeah, just don't copy it. It's better not to copy other people's styles. So Miv, you already know there's not much I could really tell you. You're killing it, bro. Good job. All right, so next up we have whoever this is right here. What I would change, let me look at your designs real quick. Look kind of similar in some form of way. All right, so what I would change is definitely don't do that to his eye next time. But yeah, they're all kind of similar, so I can probably give you a little bit of a idea. So next time, center your text, and I would recommend moving it over your renders. Yeah, because you can see right here how it kind of makes no sense. You have like a render here, and this text like right here. So center your text, move this over, and move this render over. And as for your effects, I would recommend going more online and looking at tutorials and learning where to place shapes, or like the best way to go about shapes, or just your text in general. Change up how you do your text as well. This isn't bad. I think maybe you could have added more shadows to your text, which would have looked a little bit better, but yeah, this looks really, really good, and this text flows well together. So this one, if you're gonna do a text style, maybe go with this, but go more in depth with it, and don't do this stacking that you got going on right here. Yeah, keep on learning, and great job. All right, so next up we have Eclipse. Eclipse, I can tell you love the more manipulation type of designs. As for your anime, so first let me start off with your manipulation. So this one, I think I told you this one in my, I told you in my live stream last time that I think you needed to work on your shadows and your texturing when it comes to like your manipulation style, because you can tell right here that this needs a little bit of work done to it. Other than that, your depth seems okay. Everything looks so right to me, since you pretty much just rocks and stuff. This seems a little bit at random to me right here, but yeah, maybe lay it out a little bit differently next time so that you can make it look a bit more cleaner, and work on your texturing and your shadows. And this butterfly would not be that big unless it's like from the theme, I guess. Like if you wanted to go for a theme that had the whatever bugs or you want to be big, but if you were just going for a butterfly, this would not be that big. It'd probably be a lot smaller. So change that. Yeah, so let's go on to your anime designs. This one's a lot cleaner than this one, so I can tell you improved a lot since this one. So this one is okay. Work on your shapes a bit more. Use 3000 by 1000 as well. Yeah, this one's okay. Just work on your text a bit more. This circle right here in the back is kind of weird. Learn how to blend your shapes together. What would work well together. But other than that, keep on learning. If you stick to this and you keep on doing more of this, the more designs you make, the better you improve. So great job. Next we got Homie with this dark type of theme. You see this one's kind of, yeah, you got your texturing down really good. So yeah, this is cool. I wouldn't say it's my preferred style. There's a lot going on and I can't tell too much of it what it is. I can tell this is obviously a monster. Oh, actually, yeah, this is a girl right here, and I'm guessing this is her dress coming down. So really cool renders. I like the style you got going on. Make it a little bit more cleaner, I would say, and center your text more. This is really cool. Yeah, very unique. This is almost reminds me of Yuzo again. This chain right here is kind of at random, and I feel like it doesn't go too well with the theme of the anime since it's more of a soccer type of theme. So yeah, nice job. Try to be more on theme next time when it comes to like the anime, but this one makes a little bit more sense that you're going like crazy with everything. So yeah, nice job. Next up we got Kaishi Kin or Keishi Kin, however you say it. Same type of theme got going on, that little dark anime type of theme. Yeah, I'd recommend changing this over time. It's not bad. I kind of want to see your textiles. This is kind of cool. I can't read it too much. I think it just says Rin. Yeah, this is got a lot going on. So I would, not much I can really say to change since a lot of it is more glows, textures, a little bit of depth, a little bit of changing the logo type around. So yeah, it's crazy. You got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe cleaning it up a bit. If this is your type of style, I would still recommend cleaning it up a bit more, making it look like you just don't have a lot going on. Really cool. Nice job. Next up we have Hamza with this, oh, I forgot his name. Dang, my mind went blank. This Pokemon character, kind of clean. Work on your textures a bit more. Make sure you don't have everything low quality. Everything looks really low quality. Work on your text and the way you position certain things. Yeah, I mean, if y'all see all these designs over time, also I want y'all to know that I'm not knocking any of y'all's designs. I can tell y'all are improving over time, and it's really good. I like seeing that y'all are teaching yourselves and working really hard to learn as designers, and that's really good. So yeah, just cleaning things up, make everything look a little bit more cleaner, and that's really all I can give you since you have a lot going on. So nice job. Next up we have Yomaru. I like that you're going for the more clean style. I'd recommend making sure everything's high quality. So you can see how this is a little bit cleaner and high quality compared to this. So make sure you keep everything smart objects. Really nice though. Just keep on learning. That's the best thing I can give you right now. So if you watch the video, you'll get an idea of what I'm saying. Like, I'll do a lot more tutorials as well, guys. I know I haven't done one in a while, so I'll make sure to get on that and to teach you guys the best way to go about layering designs, how to use effects, and make your backgrounds. I know y'all been asking me a lot about that, so nice job. Keep on improving. Next up, we have Revix. I would definitely work on this logo type a bit more. Maybe work on your shapes a bit more is what I can tell you. Don't use too many renders here, because then it would have allowed you to go and add more shapes or scenery, whatever you were going for. Yeah, just improve is what I could give you, the best thing I could say here. I feel like you got so many effects going on here. I think this would have been nicer, cleaner, with some colors going on and not just black and white. Yeah, just keep on improving, and nice job. Next up, we have Glitch Arts. Glitch Arts, you have a very unique style. I've seen a lot of your designs. I'd recommend, really would recommend changing it up every now and then. I know you like the more social media type of designs, which is good. But a lot of your designs I feel like are very similar. So try to switch it up a bit. And yeah, you have a lot of text going on that I feel like you really don't need that. You should have went for more shapes. I mean, just text here, text here, text here, text here, text over it, even though it says nothing or like already, you know. So even this one, like, why do you shouldn't use a different type of, just a lot going on. You should change for sure. Yeah, don't even text here. Yeah, it's just a bunch of text. So switch that up, make it a bit more cleaner, add shapes, text in the middle, one clean text, add some shapes going around it. You can add another text if you want, just don't do as many as you have going on. So great job. Next up, we have Moxa with this, not really too sure what this is, I'm not gonna lie, but nice job. You're improving, and just keep on making designs, and I promise you'll improve over time. I can tell you're more of a beginner designer, but yeah, just keep on making different styles of designs. Move your text over in the center, put this here, right? So what you would do is you want to put something here, your render, put your text in the middle, work around it, and get an idea of what you'd want to put in your depth, and it would make it a lot cleaner. So keep on improving, and great job. Next up, we have Zero. Zero, I told you about this last time, how I felt like you should put your shadows, since you have your lighting here. I should tell you added a shadow here, so it works a little better. I know it's kind of hard because you got this huge glow going on in the back. Yeah, so your shadows here, I fixed it up last time and I told you put your shadows here, a little bit more shadows here, which it's accurate for what you got going on, but it would have been darker a bit. Yeah, just mainly your shadows. Let's see, these would be a lot more darker. So think about it, you have your text going here, right? So this would still been a little bit darker since you have a text in front of it, and this would have been a lot darker. So yeah, this would also be a little bit darker. Mainly just your highlights and shadows, and then adding some shadows onto your text a bit so it looks like there's lighting coming to the back. Other than that, I like the idea you're going for. I think I remember reading you were going for the, I know what it is, that the Steam thing where you practice shooting. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So nice job, very unique. Mix white, I told you what to change on your designs earlier. You're learning as a designer, and that's really good. So just keep on working at it. I love that you're trying to branch off into manipulation. That's really, really good. It's a good way to learn effects and how lighting works. So nice job on that. Let me see, what can I recommend? So you got the lighting going on here, your shadows a bit. Yeah, just work on your shadows and stuff, basically. This is good. This is really nice. Not bad. But it can definitely be improved, and I'm sure over time you would know what to do with that. Some shadows here, since you got more of your bright here, adding some shadows here would have definitely pushed out the depth a bit more. That wouldn't be so flat with the shadows here. I think it'd be a little bit wider. So add more shadows. Yeah, I like this. So just keep on. I could tell you're branching off, man. That's really, really good. So keep on doing that. Moxa, same thing. I went over it earlier. Told you to change that up a bit more. Sarah, really clean. I know you know what you're doing, man, but yeah, you're improving, and that's all that matters. I like the text. Nice job. Palette, went over yours already. Yuri, this is another really clean one. I like. It's loading for some reason. It's clean. Center your text a bit more. I don't think this is really too needed, but it flows well. So move your renders over a bit more, and then that would have allowed you to add other things going around. So yeah, nice job. Yuri again. I wanted to do this one as well. So mess with your text. I love the colors you got going on. Yeah, just mix with your text a bit more. Next up, we have toxins. Toxins, what I would say to change for your design is there's no reason for you to have these two renders here. You already have one as your main render, so pick one of the other. Work on your colors a bit more, and I can tell you're learning. So don't do too much glows. It's a lot of glow. Don't do this. Something simple. So all you gotta do is add a little bit of glow, a little bit of shadows, and it would still look really clean. Work on your text a bit more. It's a lot going on. I know this text styles or this texture type of thing people have been doing doesn't work well on every type of design, so don't do that. Okay. Good job. Palette, I already gave you some on yours. Next up, we have Winnie. Winnie, I feel like you just use a lot of renders. Yeah, you got a lot of renders. Holy. Render here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Two renders or one. That's all you really need. One, or if you use a third one, use it in the background and make it look clean and blend in. But yeah, this is way too many. Center your text, and as you improve over time, I promise you, 2 renders, 3, it go a long way. And it forces you to use shapes or whatever you want to use for your background, and you'll improve. So good job. Don't know your name, but nice job. Work on your text a bit more. I could tell you're a beginner designer or you're trying to learn, so keep on improving. Next up, we have Astrid. Astrid, don't really do this clear type of thing you got going on. I think you were going for some glass. Yeah, I don't think it's needed. Don't do this. So maybe just a white text would, I think, would have been okay. Some shadows, you know, and cleaning things up a bit. These renders do not need to be this big. Maybe if you had one big one right here and these like a little bit smaller, and everything just looks really scaled up, and it doesn't need to be. So scale these down a bit. I think I kind of wish I can give you an example of someone that made something similar that I told to fix it up. But yeah, work on these a bit. The quality on these rocks are very low, so make sure your overall design flows well. Quality wise, your renders are good, everything like that, and you'll improve a lot. So good job. Next up, we got Spooky. Make sure your header size is 3000 by 1000. Center your text. This render, I think you should work on your renders a bit more. It's a cool render, but something too crazy. It's just a hand at that point, you know, like the head is pretty much blocked off. So yeah, just overall work on your design layout and you'll improve a lot. So next up, we have UYNG. This would be cool. I love the colors you got going on. So just move this over 3000 by 1000 on your project file size. Add a text. There's no text. It's just this. So yeah, move that over, work on it a bit more. Winnie, I think I went over yours already. I think I told you just not too many renders and just work on your layout. So just do that. Miv, I went over you already. Really clean design. I gotta throw it in there. I like it, bro. Yeah, it's really clean. Nothing much I'd really say. Don't think shadows or highlights would really make it, or shadows. I don't think you should add too many highlights on this, but some shadows maybe would have definitely blended some stuff in a bit more. But yeah, really clean design. Next up we have Vua or Vua. Lower this text size a bit and work on your shapes is what I would say. Work on your textiles. Yeah, there's not much I can really go off because it's just a couple shapes and a little bit of stuff here and the birds. So just add more to it and make sure it's not so plain. Work on your depth a bit and good job. Next up we have Sirius. You know, this would be really cool. What I'd recommend is if you worked on your depth a bit and added some, like I can see you got the trees going on. So this would be cool. So what I'd recommend is learning manipulation and then come back to this type of style. So what you could have done is maybe added mountains and some trees and some shadows, worked on this a bit more, and that would look really, really clean, dude. Like the footprints to add to the depth. Yeah, this is cool, dude. I just think if you were more like, if you were more of not a beginner designer and more skilled, you would have definitely, I could tell what you're going for. It's really cool. Nice job. Next up we got Moxa. Moxa, I can tell you're a beginner designer and these are some tutorials you got going on here. I think this is Express. So just keep on working at it and you'll improve over time. This is the best thing I can give you right now, because right now it's just text and a bunch of halftone circles. So just keep on improving. And if you watch the whole video, see, yeah, Express. Yeah, just watch the whole video, watch my tutorials, and I promise you'll improve over time. Salty, I like this, but I would say your text needs work. And I love this scenery you got going on with the lighting and the sun. It's really, really joyful to look at and I like it a lot. Yeah, just work on it a bit. Work on some things. You can tell the text would have looked a bit better. Everything looks a bit empty. I know you're in the sky, but yeah, just work on it a bit more, add more stuff. And I think you got it going. You're good. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Next up we have LXR. What I would change here is work on adding more shadows and shapes. Oh, don't do this. I know that sounded bad, but don't do this. Too much grunge you got going on here. I know it's that VHS effect type of stuff you're going for, but you did not do it right. So just don't do this. Keep on improving your shapes. Just flipped. So keep on working at it. Next up we have Kai or K. I think it's K or Kai. I'm sure it's maybe K. 3000 by 1000. This is a really small file size. One render. Work on your logo, your types a bit more. Yeah, just make everything flow well together. Find some really good things to add in, and I think you're good. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Learn effects, learn everything. Keep working on your logo types. You'll improve. And nice job. Next up we have Abdo. Oh, this is really, really small. Yeah, make sure, yeah, definitely change this. This is small. It's kind of hard to tell what you got going on. You got a clock here. Time's up. So time's up from the song, y'all know. Yeah, this is really small. So just change your file size, and this probably would have looked nicer if you had a 3000 by 1000 and work on your effects and everything you got going on. So next up we have Maliga. Yeah, another Yuzo type of design. I'd have to repeat myself. So work on Center your text and make sure it looks a lot cleaner, and just improve over time. This style is outdated, I'm not gonna lie. So keep on, learn new things basically, and you'll improve, I promise. Mixed white, I did you already, you know. Viewer, it's gonna be repetitive at this point, but nice job. I like the shapes you got going on here. Maybe put your text in the center. The circle would have been nice in the center with your text. This render would have, I think, would have been nice flipped over here with this going this way, and then added some more cleaner shapes. And you have a lot of grunge going on, and I think the grunge is needed, or too much. Not the grunge, grain. There we go, grain. You have a lot of grain going on, so lessen up the grain, work on your shapes, add some white clouds more. Yeah, nice job. Next up we got Plotty. Plotty, another Yuzo type of design. I told y'all guys, you're gonna see it a lot. So same thing I tell everybody, move your text over and keep working on your designs, and you'll improve over time. Change up the style. Sarah, next up we got Sarah. Yeah, just change it up. Excuse me. Next up we have Sarah. Sarah, another one. This is probably one of your cleaner designs that I really like. Let me see. I feel like nothing too much I would change here, because I know you got this going on here, so that adds to like the foreground and it flows well. So nothing too much I can see that I would change. Maybe just some better quality shapes. I think maybe this feels a bit empty, but I know that's to flow everything going up. But maybe some black would have been nice here, some darker shadows like you got going on. But yeah, no, this is really clean, bro. Nice job. Akira, let's see what we got going on here. Akira, I love your glows. Glows are really good. Like I told you last time, I'm gonna wait for it to load in real quick. Yeah, so I just ended up opening up in the browser real quick. So basically, Akira, like I told you last time, just work on your layout a bit more, and your textiles I would definitely work on a bit more, and move this over, move your render over, and yeah, other than that, you're learning, and I can tell you're doing really good. I don't know why it's not loading. But yeah, keep on working at it, bro. You're gonna get there, promise, the more you make. So yeah, nice job, bro. So next up we got Spark. Spark, this is a really small font. Scale that up, put it centered, flip this over, add more renders, and make it not look so too much. I think you got too much fire going on. I know that's his ability. So some buildings you got going on here, and I'm sure the quality is a little bit better, but yeah, other than that, work on your text, your layout of your project, and yeah. Next up we have Plotty. I think Plotty, I told you the same thing. Work another dark type of theme. So center your text and work on your layout a bit more. This is the best thing I can really tell you. Because there's not really much I can give you from that. Next up we have Astrid. Astrid, I told you what to change on yours. The glow is a lot. You got a lot of glow going on here. So center your text. Sounds repetitive. So center your text and work on everything. So move your render over, add more renders, make it a little bit more cleaner. If you're gonna go with this style, at least make it a little bit more, not so much glow. All right, so next up we have Nasho. Nasho, I like this kind of idea you got going on with this open it up here. I like this idea you got going on with the stone statue. I'm sure you added the snake going around it. I would definitely work on your glows and your text a bit more, because this, I feel like you just lowered the opacity. It doesn't look too good, and your background is really low quality. I know I'm sure you can see that. So yeah, just work on the overall layout of it. Make sure if you're gonna do manipulation a bit, make sure you find stuff that works really well together. Sometimes sitting there for a while and finding assets, even if it takes an hour or so, just find what you need and then work into a design and find what you need a little bit more after that, and you'll improve a lot. So good job. Keep on working at it. So next up we have Sylve. Sylve, what I would change here is, it's a lot, man. You got the text up here, and I could tell you're kind of going for something, but yeah, this is a lot. I don't know really what I would change. Your text doesn't match the kind of aesthetic of the race car, the theme, you know. Yeah, just maybe one render. I could probably go, and what I can guess give you is maybe look up some posters and some other things to kind of go off, or just even some headers that are done well with this type of style. And that's the best advice I can really give you, because I haven't made a style like this before. So yeah, just all over the place. You got your sparks going here, which your particles don't really make too much sense. Your glows, work on your highlights and shadows. Your shadows, so what it is, if you want to do like better highlights, make sure you go in your blend if slider, right? And make sure you use hues whenever you use your highlights and shadows. And just like I said earlier, I have a tutorial on it, and I'll maybe do a singular tutorial on highlights and shadows. And yeah, so work on that, and nice job. Next up we have our Astrid. I already did you already, so just work on your stuff. And yeah, and that'll be it for the video, guys. So if you want to be a part of my next ratings header video, go ahead and join my Discord. It's growing each and every day. I got free PSDs that I'm giving away in here, one free pack. I even have a community PSD channel where people throw their PSDs in here every now and then, renders, and some helpful resources. So make sure you also buy my packs if you want to improve a lot as a designer. That will help a lot, I promise you that. So yeah, if you want to be in my next video, go ahead and go down the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.